What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. And in this one, we're going to be doing a different figure, something a little different. You know, I like to spice things up. I like to do things that, just part of my collection, stuff that I would like to collect. It's not the typical McFarlane figure, typical Hasbro figure, NECA figure, or SH Figure Arts, what have you. This one comes from none other than, if you can see that, it says Hero Cross. I got this from AliExpress. Now, I know nothing about Hero Cross. I've never seen them before. I don't know what else they do, but I saw Jiminy Cricket because I was also looking at my Stitch figure. Stitch is coming. I ordered that from AliExpress as well. I had Stitch coming, and I was looking at some of the other ones. They had Tigger, and I think that's about it. But Stitch is definitely a figure that I want. I want that articulated Stitch, because that's my boy. So I saw Jiminy Cricket. I was like, yo, Jiminy, let your conscience be your guide. Okay. Yeah, so I got this from AliExpress from a store called CQEL, I guess Coil, Toys Supermarket Store. And I took a look at it, and everything looks pretty good from what I saw. But we're going to open it up and let you all see. So this is a piece of paper right here that came with it to kind of protect it for whatever. All right, and you see there he is, big boy. And as you saw, it's Disney. You see, as you saw right here, it says metal figuration. Hold on, metal figuration, hybrid metal, number 29. So I would like to see what else they got in here. See that? That's nice artwork on the back, and that shows you all the stuff that he comes with here. And it also tells you that it's sharp. Don't play around with this. This is not for any kid. This is for someone who is 15 years and up. That's what they're saying. So let's see how this works out. But yes, licensed by Disney. So this is official. It's not a knockoff or anything like that. This is straight up licensed by, they paid for the licensing. So there you have it. And there he is in the old school animation or artwork from the show, or for the movie, excuse me. And there you have it with Pinocchio. So we're going to open up this package. And he's actually kind of heavy because he is metal. And see what we have to offer. Let's have some fun with Jiminy Cricket. Okay, here he is out of the packaging. And man, he comes with a good bit. And the price was also absolutely 100% affordable or to your liking. The price was like $24. Free shipping. It's AliExpress, man. They've been helping people save a lot of money, man. So it's different. Again, it's a metal creation. I've never dealt with anything like this before. Oh, my bad. That's $28.34. That's what it is. $28.34. But I never dealt with anything like that. Oh, I see what I did. It's $28.34 now. I only paid $24. My bad. So anyway, so this is a pretty interesting figure, and I want to just take a look at it because, I like Jiminy, man. It's old school Disney, man. Back when Walt Disney was something that you could, somewhat trust, I guess. Now you got Disney doing whatever they're doing, and it's kind of just suspect. Anyway, let's just focus on the figure here and all the stuff that he comes with. So he got hands galore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of hands, man. Yo, that's crazy. All right, so let's take a look. We've got open hands, of course, when he's just, hey, whatever, waving around. You've got, these two hands for, I'm not sure what he would do. I guess he's going to act like he's holding his vest, his coat. I guess that's what that would be. And then you have these two hands for, holding on to something, umbrella, or what have you. I'm not sure what that is. Then you have this one, which is definitely for the cane and the umbrella for sure. But what would you be doing with these? You're going to hold what? I don't know. You can give them something. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, you have this umbrella that does not open up. It doesn't twist or do anything of that nature. Then you have this that goes inside this part, which is the umbrella opened. And of course, he is too heavy to be trying to have him flying around or floating around. But there you have it. He can have it up in his air. I'm having up in the air or down like this or whatever you want to do. Hey, we'll see how articulate he is. The fist, the hands are on there. Now let's take a look at this head scope while we have it. Whoa, look how big that is. So I wonder how easy it is to take this head off. We'll see what kind of ball joint we're dealing with. But that's a cool look. And as you can tell, maybe you can't, but is that a piece of plastic there? Looks like you can take that off. Oh, it's a magnet. Yes, sir. I like that. Magnet. It's a metal figure. You got to have a magnet head. Absolutely. And then look at it. You can tilt it to the side. Give him a little character. Yeah, I like that. Of course, you got the antennas that's kind of, you know, keeping it in place as well. But that is great. The magnets in the back and kind of tilt it a bit. That's pretty nice. I can dig that. All right, let's move this over here. All right, let's take this hat off here like you just got a haircut or something. What else we got? All right, so here's the stand it came with. And this. So apparently, move you over here. Apparently, this is supposed to, you know, fit right in here. And then the Jiminy Cricket part right here for display purposes. So I will put that together carefully and make sure this doesn't, you know, there's no mishaps or what have you. All right, now, hold on. Yeah, you are messing me up. There we go. Now, you see this big hole right here, though. It's almost like he was supposed to come with some other kind of stand. Now, there's a rattling here. Oh, there we go. It opens up. So there you go. Now you got a stand that you can stand him up. So in case for whatever reason he's not standing on his own, boom. Boom. All right, so yeah, the big part goes here. This one will go in here, and then of course it'll just hold him maybe up in the air for the umbrella effect or what have you. That's nice. That is nice. I'll see what happens, take some pictures, and fill you in on how that looks. So I'm definitely going to do that. Take this power. Let's just leave this down because I'm definitely going to put this on here so we can see the final product of what this thing looks like. All right, so let's move this out the way. And we'll also see how easy it is for him to hold or for us to take the hands off. All right. Take the hat over here. There's a lot going on right now, right? We'll just leave that there just for display purposes. All right, so let's start off with how he looks. Let's get a little close up. Flawless. Nice collar. Paint apps. Got the nice there. I guess lapels, whatever you want to call them. There's nice there. They got the tails. Looking good. Okay. Disney. Straight up. Antenna. Careful with that. All right. So let's see how he moves. There's the arm moving up. That far out. As you can tell, metal figures, they don't move that, you know, they're not that articulate. But we can move it up. We can twist. Got this here. Boom. Okay, that does not do anything. So why is that here? Okay, I see what we're doing here. Boom. So you definitely got to turn this so you can turn this fist. Bam. Boom. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Yep. Twist. And this also does pivot, so that does turn. Oh, what else? All right, let's see how easy this thing comes off. Let's see. Let's hope for the best. Okay, that's easy. Yeah. We can work with that. That's cool. Okay, just slide that mug up in there. You good. Boom. Same thing here. And then just turn it to articulate how you want to do it. That's good. I can dig that. All right, now let's go with his legs. Legs can go out, not far out. Well, excuse me, not up. Oh, okay, there we go. Not far up. That's what I meant to say. So you definitely can sit. You definitely want him to sit, or, well, not really, because he got the tails. So he's sitting on the tails. That's not going to be good. You want him to stand. Knees can bend this way. Can't bend that much, but he's got the rotator of his feet. I'm not sure you're supposed to take that off, but there you go. Can this thing slide up? It doesn't slide up. Does it? No, it doesn't slide up. Nothing slides down. Okay, that's it. All right, and then of course, let's see, you should have a torso twist, right? I saw something. I see a gap there, but I guess it doesn't do anything. So yeah, he doesn't do anything as far as torso. And you really wouldn't do that much with him. So what kind of pose would you have him in? Something like that. Let's back up. Holding the umbrella. Can't do that much with it, but maybe, see, gotta remember where it bends. It's up here. Right there. Remember where it bends. And then he's, you know, posing like this. And he's metal, so I mean he can just stand like you want him to. All right, well, we got to go ahead and get his umbrella in here, get his hat in here, and definitely put the sticker on this. And so when we do that, we'll get a full, let's go ahead and do this real quick, a full look at what Jiminy Cricket will look like in your collection. Okay, so here he is on the stand. Now look, this arm here is not the greatest. It works, and I'll show you in a minute. But man, this is pretty cool, man. This is him, you know, with the umbrella out, and he is kind of, you know, falling down a bit. And you can just have him like that on the stand. And depending on how you, I mean, it's not a light figure, so it's not that heavy either. But still, considering that it has some heft to it, is how dense it is, it's not going to hold as well as you think it would hold, or in all the different poses that you would like for it to be in. Because it's, like I said, it's heavy, and the stand is just not that great. It doesn't articulate that well, and I'll show you that. But as far as the stickers, you know, the stickers go on nice. It's just Jiminy Cricket and that. I mean, it doesn't look amazing, but it does, you know, it does add to it. And it has these here, which I don't know exactly what those are for. He doesn't have any holes that you would, have any holes on his feet. I mean, he stands fine, so he doesn't really need that. I'm not sure what that would be for. It's not like it holds any accessories or anything, so it's just kind of, I don't know. It's just kind of an eyesore now that you look at it. You have to put something else on there. I don't know what I can do, because I got it off of this, and I don't see anything else I can do with that. And there's nothing else in the box regarding covering those up. Yeah. As I'm looking at the box, there's nothing else. So, never mind that. Still, even if you don't use the stand, the guy looks great. So let me show you the arm. Let's see if he moves. So there it is. Now, this doesn't rotate, which I wish it did. Well, let me see. It probably could rotate if I rotated this here. But, you know, that's about it. And then this rotates. Or it doesn't rotate, excuse me, it goes up and down. But if I wanted to like kind of do it like this, I could probably do that. There. And then trying to make him look like he's looking forward, you're going to have to squeeze the arm a little bit, or the clasp. And maybe that'll work out for you. See, it went down a little bit. See, there you go. Now he looks like he's falling, and it looks a little bit more dynamic. It looks like a little bit more purposeful. Like he's trying to reach out and talk to Pinocchio or whomever. And you can have him right there on your stand, your display, whatever, and say, hey, don't forget to let your conscience be your guide. And everybody can use that message. All right, so that's his face where he's looking nice and happy. Of course, we'll put the other face on where he is. Let's just go and take him off so we don't do anything crazy. We'll put the other one on. See that big old ball? And that's what moves right there. That's what moves. Up and down, all around. Here's something in the background. That's my little buddy playing with his trains, like little boys should do. Oh my gosh. Putting the hands on it, taking the hands off was easy as you saw, but putting them on took a little ingenuity because I just had to like peel it on, which is fine. And there you go. He's looking like this, and maybe he just landed. And now we want to put the umbrella in his hand and change him up a little bit because he's about to, speak. All right. So let's do that. Let's change his hands. All right. So here he is, just standing there with his umbrella. And I'll tell you right now, I can't stand it when these companies cheat. They cheat on these packages. So as you can tell, both heads have the same kind of eyes where they look to the left, right? His left. Both of them are just like that, whether his mouth is open or is closed. He doesn't come with anything else, as you saw. There's no other way to put anything else other than those in the packaging. However, in the artwork, they cheat. They show you that his eyes can look forward. This guy right here does not look forward in any of these heads. You see that? So why in the world? Why are you not focusing? Whatever. Right there. That's good enough. You see that? It doesn't make a lick of sense. It doesn't look forward in any of those heads. So you have to have him tilted or positioned at an angle in order for him to look forward at you, or have him looking downward at something else or over there, whatever. But you want him looking at you? There it is. You got to do that. So this is a nice relaxed look. All right, we'll do one more look like he is leaving or in motion, and then we'll call the video. Okay, so I'm going to do is one thing here, and I'm going to show you something where the umbrella does have this to come apart. So you can just slide this in and then put the umbrella together. So that way you have to be concerned with all that extra crap. So there it is. He's looking like this. Oh, excuse me. And then I'm going to put his hat in his hand. Now that thing didn't add that much weight now, did it? Got to position him a certain way so he can look like he's leaving. All right. Position him a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. See, there we go. So he's looking like he's leaving. How are we going to make this thing work? I just had it. Don't have to pause it now because I just had it. There. Something like that. All right. Just position him just a little bit like that. And so I'm going to put his hat in his hand, which doesn't really fit in his hand. Like, he doesn't grip it like he kind of does, but it's like you got to tilt it a certain way in order for it to stay there. So hold on 1 second here. Ah, crap. It's not going to do it. About to pause it. All right, so there. So he's kind of like, the hat is kind of like making him balance off one foot. You can barely see that his foot is off of the platform. But there it is. He looks like he's walking away, and his hat is just giving him the balance. So let's see if we can make this work while we're here, while this is on. All right. And, yep, he is definitely leaning forward. So, boom. Oh, wait a minute. There you go. There you go. There you go. Jiminy Cricket, folks. Let's see if we can just make it just a tad bit straighter. I knew it. I knew it. Just leave well enough alone, right? We can do it. We can do it. There we go. Bam. Jiminy Cricket, everybody. This is a cool figure. I like it. Again, came from... See, hybrid metal. Hold on. It came from Hero Cross. So take a look at Hero Cross. Let me see. I'm gonna give you a barcode just in case. Just in case, it can probably help you out. Oh my gosh, barcode. There it is. You hear that barcode? Maybe that'll help you out if you want something like this, because it's pretty cool, man. For a price of $24, less than 25 or 25, I guess with tax, $25.81, I believe is the exact price. On AliExpress from, hold on, let me get that store. What was that store I said? Coil. There we go. There it is. CQEL Toys Supermarket Store. That's where I got it from. And there's his pictures. And then you have that new price right there. Look at that. It says $80. $80.37, but you can get it for $28.34. Most likely less than that. As you can see, $23.19. But anyway, have fun with that one. See if you can find it, if you like it. Let me know what you think. Is this something that you're into? You like, unique stuff like this, different stuff like this that doesn't, is not in the category of the norm? Because, we normally get Diamond Select, right? We normally get, Hasbro. I know this is the one that's not wanted at all, but you see her. You know who that is. Good old Ajax in the back. Right. We normally get SH Figure Arts with Naruto, you know, doing his thing. I need to put him back. I need to put him back where he's supposed to be. But anyway, you don't really get him. And then often, or sometimes we get something different like him. And then we also get somebody like Popeye from Boss Fight Studios. And this other guy. Other Popeye. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry about that. Okay, so sorry about that. But yeah, sometimes we get different things, you know, to add to our collection. And this is just a different one. So let me know what you think. Get her out the equation, because she's definitely making it look like she's putting a damper on things. But let's just have Popeye here, who seems to be somebody who would be in like mind with Jiminy. And let's get her out of here. This is a weird setup, I know. But whatever, you know. There it is. Let your conscience be your guide while Popeye has the lamp to light up your path. Huh? That's apropos. Be a light unto your path, along with Jiminy. So yeah, let's do it this way. Something like that. Anyway. Okay, I think that's it. That's the end of the video. I appreciate you watching if you watched the entire thing. This is a really cool thing, a really cool addition to my collection. I'm glad I have it. Yeah. From your childhood, and, you know, it's a character that actually has special meaning and something that continues to be prevalent to this day. Let your conscience be your guide. All right, then. Have fun collecting, folks, because collecting is fun. Later days.
Sing.